as we celebrate the Mass, the memorial, or the martyrdom of Saint Augustine Rao in China, Zhao Rong in China, and his companions. We remember that our founder was the first one to be martyred. He died because of the kingdom. Then all his disciples also died violent deaths, all of them, in proclaiming the faith. Saint Peter was crucified upside down in Rome, where Saint Peter's Basilica now stands. Saint Paul was beheaded in the Porta San Paolo, very near our Collegio, where our Superior General resides, Collegio del Verbo Divino. And then, we recall also, because Saint Augustine was from China, that the Society of the Divine Word, the SVD, was founded by Saint Arnold Janssen, and his first love was China. So the first two missionaries were sent to China, including Saint Joseph Reynadimetz, who died because he did not flee to another town when there was typhoid fever in his parish. So he died of typhoid also. And before that, he was persecuted, as the gospel says. He was handed over to the courts and accused of very many things. And then, during the time of Mao Zedong, when he won, threw out all Catholic missionaries, killed many of them. So we were also gifted when the SVD missionaries from Germany and America especially were thrown out. They came to the Philippines. So they put up schools and put up parishes. So let us pray for the SVDs in China. They're having a very hard time because it is still a communist regime. Deep down, it is really capitalist. It's more capitalist than America and Europe. So they also were able to liberate 500 million people from extreme poverty, and some of the richest people in the world already from China. But still, they do not have freedom of religion, and we still have Divine Word missionaries, all from China already, working in Catholic parishes in different parts of China. But Catholics, not even 5%, I think, of the whole population of 1.5 billion people in the People's Republic of China. The gospel also speaks that brother will hand brother to death, and the father his child. Children will rise up against parents and have them put to death. That happened during the time of Mao Zedong. The children were the ones pointing out to the authorities to have their parents arrested because they attended Mass secretly, or they were praying to Jesus as Lord in the secrecy of their home. So it is a very difficult history that we also had. From the time that the Divine Word made flesh was crucified in Calvary until now, there's still some persecution. And so you should pray for the SVDs. We are in 70 countries. Several of us were killed, not so much for the faith, it's because of money. But the more difficult thing we encounter is the materialism. People are so enamored with money and material things, hindi na sila nakikinig. Kadalasan. Sa Europe, dami na naming simbahan na sinara. Sa Amerika, noon, 30, 40 SVDs were ordained. Ngayon, maligaya na kami kung may 4, 5. So, my point is that kailangang magdasal tayo. Baka mas mahirap pang kausapin yung wala nang pananampalataya. Buti pa yung Buddhist o kaya yung ibang mga relihiyon, nakakausap mo pa, at least may Diyos. Ngayon, yung postmodern society, dito na lang sila sa mundo eh. Parang eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow you die. Pero they are also suffering. Tingnan mo sa Amerika, daming psychotherapist, ang daming alcoholics, ang daming hindi makatulog kung walang sleeping pills o kaya uminom ng whiskey. We have to proclaim that Jesus is Lord because it is the right way to deal with reality. Kalimutan mo na yung reality na yung puso mo naghahanap ng kawalang hanggan, you will suffer. So you tell your children to deal with reality well. And that is done through our faith that Jesus is Lord, that we have hope. Sometimes scientists also laugh at us. Parang nakalagay sa, they will laugh at you. But kailangan mag-dialogue with science. They are the ones shaping the minds of the kids today. Kaya magtatanong minsan yung ibang SVD, kaunti na lang po pumapasok sa seminaryo, sasara na yung mga simbahan. Mabuti pa, i-persecute ka eh. Nabubuhay pa yung simbahan eh. Sabi pa ni Tertullian, ang dugo ng mga martir, parang ini-irrigate yung simbahan eh. Pero yung indifference, yung greed, hirap kausapin yan. But we still have to be true to our mission to preach the gospel. That's what we should pray during this Mass today. Jesus is Lord. Babalik tayo sa SVD. Yung aming motto, samahan ninyo kami. May the darkness of sin and the night of unbelief vanish before the light of the Word and the Spirit of grace.